Yo guys, what's going on? It's me 604 back with another video. Today we're going to compare ground Hakuda and air Hakuda. Air Hakuda, because there's not any videos that I know of that compare the two really good, so I'm going to try to compare the two right now. I'm going to split up this video into multiple parts. First I'm going to talk about the pros of air Hakuda, then I'm going to talk about the pros of ground Hakuda, then the cons of air Hakuda, and the cons of ground Hakuda, and then I'm going to give you guys a conclusion of which one might be better for you guys. And keep in mind, I haven't played with the new air Hakuda. I've only played with the old air Hakuda, so keep that in mind. So first we're going to talk about the air Hakuda pros. Air Hakuda has insane combo potential, like it's insane. Air Hakuda is a noob stomper. As you guys see in this clip, noobs that don't know when to press F, or when people are lagging, or when they're stressing, air Hakuda can keep going. It can keep comboing, because you get dragged back into the combo sometimes when you dash on the wrong time. Also, air Hakuda, if you get guard broken in the air, you are cooked, because there are so many options for air Hakuda that they can use. They have negation, they have deathland, they have spineland, they have all these types of moves that they can use to start their combo, and it doesn't matter which one they use. They can just start their combo with anything. And while they are using that move or that combo, their other moves are getting off cooldown, so they can recycle it. If you don't parry or don't dodge, they can keep going. Like, they cannot miss it either. They can't miss it either. So air Hakuda is very easy to play against noobs. It is very easy to play. It is a noob stomper. Again, if you are playing on low rank, it is very, very good. Okay, so now for the pros of ground Hakuda. Ground Hakuda has a lot of versatility, because there's a lot of moves and a lot to find out. Because when you have a mark on their head, you can teleport to them, and there is multiple skills that you can use to teleport onto them. Ground Hakuda is also very satisfying to play. You don't need to get them in the air, and when you hit your enemy, it feels so rewarding to hit them. Both ground and air Hakuda are very aggressive classes. You need to play very aggressive with them. But I feel like with ground Hakuda, you get rewarded a bit more when you play aggressive. For example, when you get parried with ground Hakuda, you can just keep going. With air Hakuda, if you get parried, your combo you have to start all over again. But with ground Hakuda, if you get parried, no biggie. You can parry them back and use something else. So that's also why I like ground Hakuda a lot, and it's very satisfying to play. Again, I don't have much more pros to say about ground Hakuda, so let's move on to the cons of air Hakuda. Air Hakuda cons. So, in my opinion, the biggest con about air Hakuda is the fact that when you get parried by a good player, you will never get your combos off. You might never even get more than 2 abilities off at once, maybe 1 ability at most, because they can just dodge or parry your combo before it even starts. And also the fact that you have to get them into the air before you can even do anything is also a con, especially against good players. Because sometimes good players they can parry your Shori, they can parry your Tora's reach, they can dodge your Tora's reach, all that type of stuff. So you need to get them into the air first before you can even combo them. It is a very good noob stomper, but against good players, it really falls off. I'm not saying it's bad in high elo, but it gets more balanced in high elo, and other builds are more broken in a high elo. Like think of the full speed builds or the full bring your Ichigo's weapon, that type of bullshit where you can't even react against. So it gets a bit weaker in high elo because players start to parry and dodge way more. It's still good, but it's harder to get your combos off in the first place. That is the biggest weakness of Air Hakuda in my opinion. For me, the cons of ground Hakuda is just the fact that there is a lack of like actual combos, if you get what I mean. Maybe there are really good combos, but maybe they are just very difficult to land. Because with Air Hakuda, the combos are very straightforward. You just actually have to press 1, 2, 3, 4. But for ground Hakuda, there's not really any like true combos, if you get what I mean. You have to like improvise every single time with what you're gonna do. It's not really a you have to press 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. It's like you have to think in the moment itself. And sometimes the moves are very sloppy, like they don't hit while you're hitting them. Like the hitboxes are very sloppy. That's what I noticed the most, especially with the moves like Rising Dragon, like those moves, and when you press Dragon Eye with Pulse or something, or Dragon Eye with Compass, or Compass itself, like they are very sloppy sometimes, like they don't hit at all, while you hit them very clearly on the screen. Like that is the biggest con, and then a small con for me is just the fact that it's a bit harder than Air Hakuda. It's a harder class to master, in my opinion. It's way harder to master. Um, Air Hakuda is way easier to play than Ground Hakuda, but I think they have the same skill ceiling. I also forgot to mention for the Air Hakuda Cons the fact that you get hard countered by builds with hyper armor moves and counters. If an enemy has a lot of hyper armor moves and counters, you will not be able to do jack shit against them with Air Hakuda. With Ground Hakuda you can do something, but with Air Hakuda you cannot do anything because they will just use their ability that has hyper armor or use their counter whenever you start your combo, so you will never get your combo off unless you are extremely good. But if you guys are the same level, you won't ever get your combo off because Air Hakuda you need to use a lot of feints. Like you need to feint a lot against good players. But even then, sometimes they can just dodge and just go away. So I forgot to say that. Okay, so this is the 1v1 between me and the Air Hakuda. I'm the Ground Hakuda. As you guys can see, um, it starts pretty normal, and he shories me. His shori is way better. I cancelled his combo by using a hyper armor move. Like I said, I used the Spine Ram, and then I damaged him a little bit. Here we're just testing the waters. Not much is happening right now, so you see on the ground I am kind of beating him, but not that much. He couldn't really do much on the ground. As you guys can see on the ground, obviously I am beating him because I have way more things that I can do. And once he gets me into the air, he got his hyper armor move up first. I couldn't really do anything because I'm not that good at parrying and blocking. He got me there. And he got me into the air again. It's just mostly the fact that his skill box, his Shori is way better than mine. Because Shori is not that good for ground Hakuda because you cannot combo extend off of Shori. It's more of like to catch someone off guard or to damage their posture. And he got me there at the end. That was it. I could have won, but as you guys can see, my skill boxes weren't that good. He had Shori and that flare, I think. His Shori was just way faster. I couldn't even get my Shori off one time. It got cancelled the whole time. So in a 1v1, it just depends on the player because I am still practicing with ground Hakuda. I know I could have done stuff to him. I could have cancelled his combos pretty easily, maybe, because I have a counter as well, which I forgot to use for some reason. But as you guys can see, that is most of it. That is just how ground Hakuda versus air Hakuda goes a lot of the time. It's pretty close in a 1v1. In the end, I would say ground Hakuda and air Hakuda are almost equal. I say almost because I think air Hakuda is a little better because you need less skill to be the same strength, if you know what I mean. You need to be less skilled at the game, you have to need less knowledge about the game to do the same thing. For Grand Hakuda, you need to know more, you need to think more, you need to parry more. You have to do more to get at the same level, but in the end I think their skill ceiling is almost the same. Um, so if you're someone that wants to play an easier class, you should go Air Hakuda because Air Hakuda is also satisfying to hit, but it's easier. It's easier to do. And if you like a challenge a bit, or if you like Oni from Rogue Lineage, you should go Ground Hakuda because it's similar to that as well. So that was my conclusion. Also, if I made any mistakes in this video, please correct me in the comments. Please have a discussion in the comments of which one is better. I'm going to try to answer to as many comments as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.